Doesn't matter what you hear on YouTube or on those empowerment podcasts. Stress and anxiety are emotions that everyone experiences, guys. Regardless of age, success, health, or any of that list of factors. After all, daily life can be overwhelming, but from work and family issues and health, finances, and more, anyone can fall victim to stress. And it can even be chronic one day, which we can go into that in a little bit. The problem is about chronic stress is absolutely terrible for you. For instance, chronic stress can increase your risk of a vast array of mental and physical health conditions, including heart disease, anxiety, depression. It can also interrupt your ability to work, enjoy your life, and make connections with people around you. Like I say, networking is very powerful in today's age. In my life, I personally had to deal with chronic stress, anxiety more than once actually. So in this video, I present 8 actionable evidence-based steps so you can use it to better manage your stress levels and stay focused on the right path to success and change your life today. So number 1, write it down. Journaling can be one of the best tools for reduced stress and anxiety. In fact, 2018 study found that expressive or therapeutic writing can benefit people managing a whole lot of health conditions, including mental health, related problems like anxiety and depression. One of the most effective ways to reduce stress through journaling is to write about your feelings and thoughts as they relate to stressful events. In a way, it's like having a therapy session with yourself. Not only does it allow you to brainstorm solutions, but can provide a positive outlet of those emotions bouncing around your head. So for me, writing a great way can be get things off my mind, journaling, and all that good stuff. It's like almost talking to a friend on a bad day, and it helps me to stop negative thoughts, patterns, and rhythm, which can constantly be something in the past events, perceived mistakes, and there's more regular journaling is linked to a higher quality of life, more proactive self-care behavior, and other health habits. A simple technique is to start with phrases like, I'm having thoughts that, or I'm noticing that. This primes your mind to recognize these thoughts, and in fact, you need to understand that your thoughts are just a story you're telling yourself. This can actually reduce perceived power that it has over you. Traditionally, journaling feels like it's a little daunting. Consider using a guided journal for more targeted writing. You can actually look up videos on this on YouTube and how that works. Number 2, remove your mental filter. Do you often see the glass half empty or let a negative interaction overshadow positive ones? Well, far from the only one. This is known as a mental filtering, a cognitive distortion in which we can tell ourselves to focus on the negative perceptions and input while ignoring positive ones. As you can probably guess from that description, mental filtering can cause a lot of negative thinking, which in turn can contribute to loads of stress and anxiety, and that's what we don't want. But there is a solution. It's called cognitive behavioral therapy. This is a psychotherapeutic treatment that helps us understand the thoughts and feelings that influence our behaviors. It is often used to treat wide ranges of phobias like addictions, depressions, anxiety, among others like CBT, can help reduce impact. Mental filtering by teaching us to better recognize our patterns so that you can change how we think. Remember that our brains are evolved, they're hyper aware of potential threats. This was useful by avoiding being crushed by mammoth or eaten by a saber-toothed tiger, but nowadays it just leads to a lot of unnecessary stress. But if you remind yourself your mental filtering is just cognitive bias, you can remove the filter, look past the bad, and focus on the good. So number 3, understand your true feelings is crucial for managing stress and anxiety. You probably already know that people are more in touch with their thoughts while others are more aware of their physical sensations. Emotions can affect both, but we need to be cognizant of the fact that in order to identify our feelings, we don't think emotions are complex after all. Without a vocabulary to describe them accurately, how can you possibly expect yourself to get to the root or even the stem of the problem? This is where the feeling wheel comes in, invented by the psychologist Robert Plutchik. The feelings wheel can help get more specific about your emotions. Like a color wheel, this is a visual tool representing a comprehensive spectrum of the human emotions. At the center of the wheel are the 8 primary emotions, with Plutchik identifies are based of awe, joy, trust, fear, surprise, sadness, disgust, even anger and anticipation. Each primary emotion radiates outward in shades of represents varying intensities of the emotion. For instance, joy at its most intense might be ecstasy, while at lower intensity it might be serenity. This helps you identify how strongly they are feeling particularly emotions. Users can start to center with the primary emotions and move outward to identify the more specific feelings. For instance, if someone feels generally a sense of sadness, they can move outward to pinpoint whether it's more specifically grief, loneliness, or another nuisance of emotion. So by getting more specific about what you are feeling, you can better understand why you feel that way and find more effective solutions to deal with it. It also allowing for more precise nuisance and expressions of feelings. Number 4, pay attention to your early warning system. Did you know that your feelings can serve as an early warning system for other problems in your life? Well, it's true. You see, when you pay attention to your emotions, you can often detect issues before they have a chance to escalate. If properly acknowledged and understood in time, these early feelings can provide valuable insights into your mental and emotional state. But it goes beyond that identification, guys. So by accepting your emotions, you can ensure to stay open to other perspectives instead of ignoring or dismissing your feelings, trying to understand what they are trying to tell you. Every emotion carries a message, and by listening to it, you can gain deeper understanding of your needs and fears and worries. Most important of all, using your emotions as an early warning system can prevent minor stressors from compound over time. When you recognize and address your feelings early, you can take proactive steps to manage your stress, avoid more significant problems down the road. We all need to learn, trust what we're telling ourselves. By seeing our emotions as a part of the bigger picture, we can better navigate our lives and make more informed decisions. And this is what I preach, informed decisions all the time. Number 5 here is using your mental distancing. This is very important. Have you ever heard of distancing before? Let me know in the comments down below if you've ever heard of that before. At its core, this strategy enables you to observe your thoughts and feelings without allowing yourself to become completely overwhelmed by them. There are 2 primary types. Temporal distancing, involving imaging how you'll react to a stressful situation in the future. For example, you might consider how your current problem might not matter as much as a few months or years. For example, you might think, how do I feel about this problem in a year? This helps you put a current situation in perspective, making it seem less overwhelming by protecting yourself in the future. You can gain a broader perspective and recognize that your current experience is really only temporary. This can help you better understand the intensity of your feelings, will likely diminish over time, making it easier to manage stress here in the present. So crazy to say, but the cognitive distancing, on the other hand, involves mentally stepping back from a situation, examining it objectively. Imagine viewing yourself from above, like a bird, and consider what you might see, how you might behave differently by adopting this perspective. You can detach from your immediate emotional reactions and assess the situation far more rationally. Moreover, the technique can help us identify alternative ways of thinking, behaving, and it might be more constructive for you. This type of distancing also bleeds over into how we talk about ourselves. The way we talk about ourselves is important. This is called distancing language. You might also try more objective or natural language, such as replacing "I am angry" with a phrase like "there is an anger present." This helps you control your brain from that perspective. Trust me, this subtle shift can help you observe the emotions by being consumed by others. Stop personalizing everything. This is number 6. Personalizing is a cognitive bias where you're assuming you're negative and events are more at your fault. For example, if you have a friend that doesn't wave back to you, you might think it's because you did something wrong. This can lead to a spiral of self-blame and stress. Even seemingly unimportant forms of personalizing can cause us to take an undue amount of responsibility for situations beyond our control, leading to unnecessary emotional burdens, and decreased self-esteem. That's why it's important to realize that personalizing is often a disoriented way of thinking. This cognitive disorientation can screw the perception of reality, make you believe that you cause external events or other reactions. No matter the situation, guys, there's always a lot of potential reasons for someone else's behavior that has nothing to do with you. Like, a lot of it doesn't have nothing to do with you, but you just got to understand these things. And understanding that you can help you realize their actions are more likely to relate to their own circumstances rather than anything you did. And that's what you got to think about. By learning, to recognize challenges and tendencies to personalize, you can foster a healthy mindset. By speaking of which, number 7 is a really good one. So, have you guys ever tried mindfulness before? This one is actually one of my top ones as well. Mindfulness involves practice that anchors you present at the moment, such as meditation, mindfulness-based cognitive therapy. Study after study shows that regular meditation, even short periods, can improve mood, reduce symptoms of stress and anxiety. Dude, try this right away. Try this today. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. And this is going to help you calm your system, and make sure you do this for 15 minutes every day. Just know that mindfulness isn't just about relaxation, it's about focusing on the present and not letting your thoughts run wild. This practice encourages you to observe your thoughts without judgment and gently bring your attention back to where it needs to be. And whenever your mind starts to wander, it's like a workout for your mind, helping you build a mental muscle to notice where your mind is. Determine if the position is helpful and bring your focus back to the present. Over time, this mental training can improve your ability to stay centered, responsive, rather than reactive in life challenges. The best part of mindfulness practices can be integrated into a daily life, daily routine, in all sorts of different ways. Simple activities like mindful breathing, paying close attention to your senses while eating, or taking a few moments to observe their surroundings can all contribute to a more mindful lifestyle. By incorporating mindfulness into your routine, you can create create a stronger foundation for navigating stress, reducing anxiety, and enhancing your overall quality of life. Consider your self-soothing box. Probably most of you don't understand what a consider the self-soothing box means. This one's a bit outside the box, however, it's totally worth it on what I'm gonna tell you right here in this video. What you want to do is build a self-soothing box. This is a collection of physical items that bring you comfort and help reduce symptoms of panic, anxiety, or depression. It makes you feel comfortable where you're at, wherever you go. Like it could be something you hold in your pocket, like a ball you can squeeze to make you more comfortable. There's a lot of methods you can do. This box would generally contain sensory items such as favorite scent, comforting touch items, or visual piece of like memory. Completely up to you what Dendromine makes you feel better in your time and mental crisis. Obviously there's a ball you can buy on Amazon. It's actually pretty good. You can use that to calm down the stress levels, which is really good. Like a Mindfulness, your self-soothing box provides a tangible way to ground yourself and create a sense of safety during difficult moments. All I want you to know, stress and anxiety are inevitable parts of life. However, they don't have to control you. By implementing these 8 tips, you can take proactive steps to manage and reduce your stress level, thus avoiding serious negative consequences. So if you remember managing stress and anxiety as an ongoing journey, it's about finding what works best for you, being consistent with your efforts. Hopefully by integrating these strategies into your daily routine, you build resilience, maintain focus, and lead more balanced, fulfilling life. And this is what's gonna help you guys move forward, crush it in life, help with your anxiety, depression, whatever you're facing. If you're working a lot, if you're trying to start a business and you're feeling like you're lonely, this is the journey. You have to figure out ways to make yourself better. So subscribe to my video, guys. Comment down below if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next one.